sitting round in that Texas town, about to shack outside the game. And you know what I'm talking about. Just let me know if you wanna go to that home out on the range. They got a lot of nice girls.
Hello and welcome to SportsVision, the magazine show right here on WTNB.
All right.
And you saw that little wipeout there as you see each and every week in the opening of the BMX. You'll see something a little bit later on.
Hey, we've got a
that.
little surprise for him on that.
The mix.
Hey, we've heard a lot about our Too Sexy contest, our little Cleveland hunts, of course, down to the final two.
Yeah.
I don't know if we ever settled that or not.
I don't think the people could really decide.
Well,
I think we're two hunks together.
Hunks and a half.
All right.
Although I did hear about a late night phone call, I'm still suspicious about it.
Don't be suspicious over that.
Okay. Hey, we're covering everything. We've got the actual BMX running. We've got the Truett and Bradley scrimmage. We're just going to go to the actual middle schools and show you a little bit of each one. We're even starting some late fall girls softball. We've got some girls soccer. We have some Bradley Cleveland highlights, of course. The Charleston didn't play, but what fantastic games by our two major high schools. Man, did they play.
And we got this weekend, of course, we've got Charleston coming into action
And they're going to play, and they're going to be doggone tough.
Oh, man. I'm telling you, we've got, who is that now?
Coach Lovingood is calling and saying, hey, what do you mean they can play? And Charleston can play. Coach, you're right. Charleston can play.
Charleston's got a great team, 14 returning players, so, you know.
And we're excited about it. And, quickly, the coaches' shows. We were going to get some graphics set up, but didn't get that done in time. Coaches' shows are now going on, and they are on Monday nights. And if you're a Cleveland, Bradley, and Charleston football fan, you don't want to miss those. They're 30-minute shows. They're going to run back to back to back on Monday night, starting at 8 o'clock. Take a look at that. Also, real quickly, we want to pump the Football Friday. Premiere edition was this last, not the premiere, but the opening for this season was last Friday night at 10:30. Tune in. 11, excuse me. Tune in at 11. It runs again.
That's why you miss it, because you check in at 10:30.
I didn't miss it. I just got there late. It comes on and again in the morning. And SportsVision goes on right before them in the morning. So, hey, you got some Saturday morning highlights to watch. All right, let's get right into some BMX.
The mix.
Here they are. We've got some highlights working.
Is that you and I and Davey there?
No. Davey Holt. That might be Davey out front of this.
Davey right there, I believe.
I tell you, Davey Holt's a good little BMXer. He won the Athlete of the Week award for us one week, and we're showing you some highlights. Take a look at the new SportsVision logo while we're watching this.
Good.
Watch this. Watch these guys. See, I can do that. I'm not even sure that you would even try, but I can.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think Fajita could do a lot better job at that than you did.
Fajita. I don't know. We'll talk about that later. But SportsVision, look at that logo, ladies.
Yeah, we got to thank Gwen Sawyer, our producer, for putting that. Look at that, how good that looks. I'll tell you what. He actually drew that out and wrote it and colored it and the whole thing.
So he's good color.
I'm telling you. He stayed within the lines. Speaking about staying within the lines.
Oh, my goodness. Anyway, we are going to have some BMX action. Bike Masters Extraordinaire, I think. Is that what that means?
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Here we go. Results. Superior Sports Scoreboard shows.
The American Bicycle
Association. Yeah. 7 novice winner, Alan Holt. Davey's little brother, Alan, I think we got him on a bump later on. And we've got 9 novice, Chris. Don't confuse me with Packer great Vince Lombardo. 9 intermediate.
Lombardo.
Oh, that's musical great.
Right.
9 intermediate, T.J. Fennell. 11 novice, Jason Harrington. 13 novice, Jeremy Davis. 14 intermediate, Bubba Bacon, not even going to touch the old joke. 16 intermediate, Brandon, don't call me Coach Eric Swafford of Bradley, and 31-35 cruiser, Kendra, don't call me Eric Swafford's wife.
Now doesn't that surprise you there? Kendra is winning in the cruiser 31-35, which means we've got the women in there represented and doing a great job.
She can move.
Yeah, not as fast as you and I, but yeah.
BMX results right there where they were, and look, like I said, we've got some junior high football. We've got a little, what's the old guy that had the voice for the football?
The Frozen Tundra
down in
Green Bay, Wisconsin.
We have the voice.
You're looking quite dapper today.
Hey, I'm just dapper. Call me Dapper. You don't call me Mike.
I will call you Dapper.
We're going to go to some football highlights, some soccer highlights. We're going to run these things right on through. Here we go. This is now Truett and Bradley scrimmage. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, on a warm fall afternoon, the Truett Cherokees versus the Bradley Bears, 9th grade scrimmage. And what do you think about that?
Look at them big boys for Bradley and Truett. And those are up-and-coming ball players that'll move on to high school. And
we once would have said played for the Bears, but this is going to be a little bit different. Some will be Valley Vipers and some will be Bradley Bears.
That's exactly right.
And as we have that music rolling in the background, look at this nice game up the middle. It's a man's game, and he's hitting like a man. And finally, no, not even finally, he never goes down. And here we are.
Back to pass.
Watch a little Dion action. Steps in
little
front.
Interception.
Watch this move. Boom. Hit. No, I'm not going down. Little side dance coming up here. Check me out. Check me out. Here we go. There it is. Yeah, you're good.
There we go.
There we go. Oh, yeah, you're okay.
You're okay. And then
you're okay till there. Look at this little nice little fake handoff. They still can't find him, man. He's up the middle for 20 points, and the Packers take the lead.
Over the left side of the offense.
There it is on the frozen tundra of Green Bay.
Down the field.
This is, ladies and gentlemen, again, we know not names because there's no roster numbers here. This is practice scrimmage between Truett and Bradley. Brought to you, by the way, let's not forget Hardee's. Look at Hardee's on the right-hand side of the screen with their logo up. They have been all over us here lately, and we really appreciate the Hardee's sponsorship, and they are bringing us football up.
And this all occurred at Bradley Junior High School this past week. And again, a great scrimmage between Bradley, the Cubs, and the Cherokees of Truett.
And we're right back to it. We had a little halftime, a couple of little guys talking to us.
Reverse there.
And there's a reverse. Quite the move. And here we go again. A little left side run. The guy's got a nice hit. A little gang tackling by the bars. Good job. Cubs they are, I should say, at this point with the roof. Around the corner. Nice little run, but good hit right here. Drugging down. Not a great hit. I think that's the next one coming up. Here we go. I'm a little ahead of myself. Coming down this side. This is a pretty good lift out here. Good runner. He's going to give the lift. There it was. Good job. Moving forward. Feet chopping. Pick up an extra couple.
And what's your brother's name? What grade is he in?
My brother's in 9th grade.
9th grade.
And once again, we thank Hardee's, and that was a player on the team's little sister, and she was watching Big Brother go at it there.
As you know, again, we mentioned these guys are up-and-coming ball players from high school, and you see a lot of talent out there. We're out there. We see that.
We see it happening. We see it, and congratulations. They're looking tough. Going to be two good ball teams, but hey, there's more than those people around.
Speaking about looking tough, I want to just mention this real quick. It's a little sideline.
I smell something.
See, last week's show, I always say this as quickly as I can, folks. I don't know if I can, but last week, of course, as you know, we had the Mr. Cleveland Hunt contest. Oh,
and
yeah.
I am the clear cut.
Well, you think you were. But what happened is the show aired. You know, of course, we have 3 airings of SportsVision, the magazine show. It airs at 6 o'clock. And we mentioned our mayor, our esteemed mayor, Tom Rowland, gets up there and tells everybody, call in your vote for who you'd like to vote for. 6 o'clock airing shows, nobody calls in, but of course it was brand new. 11 o'clock, which is a replay as it airs, our producer, Gwen Schroyer, is here doing some editing. What happens? We get a phone call. Someone calls in for Joe Palo. I want to vote for Mr. Palo as the Hunt. Gwen calls up and says, hey, can you believe that? I said, no kidding. No, well, that's pretty good, pretty nice. So we call up Mr. Cragen, explain it to him. He doesn't like it because nobody called in from him. What does he do? Well, he gets his wife to call in. Star 69, we find out it's from his house, mysteriously enough. We get another call a few minutes later from Jefferson City, Missouri. Coincidentally, that's where his wife's family lives. Huh? Then a little bit later on, we get a call from one of his good buddies, Steve Scoggins from Checking the Cash. Another call from Mike Cragen. So he gets votes, but you know he has to solicit them. Mine was unsolicited, and so there you go. I guess you really know who the true hunk in Cleveland is, my friend, and I'm sorry about that.
Okay, well, for now, I'll accept that explanation, but I do know that personally, I did check the phone records, and that was from Florida, where your mother lives.
Yeah, right.
Mother one. So let's get on with that. We all know. Matter of fact, not only do we know, I'll prove it to you eventually. I'll prove it to you eventually. All right, here we go. We got some Cleveland football coming up.
See what happens? That's what happens. See, he coughs and he gags. He can't even catch his breath when he starts talking like that.
7th and 8th grade
Middle
practice.
school up there here in Cleveland.
Cleveland. I think we might even see Bam Bam Weir helping coach out. There's Varnell, ex-Cleveland football player right there with the whistle. Lee Varnell, a wrestler at Cleveland and former football player. And this is the 7th, 8th grade. Runs through some drills, and check this out. Hitting that dummy. It's not even payload. Watch this guy here. This guy nailed this dummy here. Oh, Hardee's sponsoring that. We
appreciate it.
We do.
Good burgers.
Good burgers. Good burgers.
And chicken.
And they're right with us, and we appreciate that. And what else do we appreciate? We're forgetting about some of these girls' sports going on. There are some fall girls' sports, and most notably, girls' softball.
Girls' softball.
And we've got a little bit of action from we saw some of the Cleveland, we saw some of the Truett, but we're going to show you right now some of the Cleveland girls' softball practice. Not very good shots. We kind of sneak up there and get it when we can.
Out there.
Here we go. Let's take a quick look.
There we go. We want to, of course, thank Maytag as well for being one of our sponsors of the video clips that we show you here.
They jumped on. They're going to help us out in all 3 of the coaches' shows and this, and they're going to get their little logo up for them because we appreciate and they support all our young people's athletics.
You ever can buy.
And Mr. Lonely is watching these guys play softball, these gals, excuse me, and this is the Cleveland girls practice, and that's the new Cleveland coach that we all heard a great story on a few months back by Webb.
Of course, we're back. Wonderful softball action.
Great softball action, and we're going to be seeing all the middle schools. I've got schedules for everything. I've been faxed to me, the fall sports, softball, football.
That's something we need to mention. You know, if some of you folks out there are hearing information from one certain school over another, it's only because they've gotten in touch with us and let us know. So if you've got some information you want to talk to us about, you want us to talk about sports-wise, get in touch with us and we'll put it on the air.
That's right. We're going to get it on the air. You know how to get Joe I or WTNB. We will get it on the air, and we're going to put on some on the air right now.
Those of you that participate in animal bowling, which we do, we're going to do later on with fajita. If you participate in that, show us some footage. We'll put the animal bowling on, you know.
I like this ball better than I do this ball. 7th and 8th grades, Truett.
To each his own.
Here we go. And there we are again as that music rolls in the background and a Maytag sponsorship flashes on the screen. We've got some 7th and 8th grade Truett Cherokee action.
The SportsVision cameras were there to bring you the action.
Ooh, nice.
Sun-drenched field in Truett.
And as who's that coach back there? He's going to break it. 10-yard run. Tough run. We're back.
Fita, come on over here. I've got to talk to you for a second.
We're back. Hey,
come here, Fita.
We're going to bump to commercial, but before we do, hey, everybody, I had a lot of comments about how we could not make the. You know what? Did you see those holes that Blake Morris ran through? What, 315 in 9 carries?
We could have done that.
I'd have had 5. Blake, Coach Price, I'd have had 500 yards. Joe, maybe at least 200. I mean, almost as good as Blake. I would have been way better. And here's what's going to happen. You didn't accept us on that team. You cut us. Well, guess what? We've got a tryout with Coach Brown and the Raiders.
The only problem I'm going to have is the Raiders are sporting the new Indianapolis Colt look this year, and I don't know, Mike.
Peyton Manning.
Yeah, but I'm a Dolphin fan. I can't.
66. Hey, we're going down Route 66.
If I can play,
we're going down Route 66 to a commercial. So here we go. And Cleveland, we're coming. We're trying out.
Coming. We're there. We're there. We're not trying out. We're there. We're starting. We're starting.
Raiders. Blue Raiders.
People from all walks of life have discovered that Check Into Cash offers a simple solution to one of life's most difficult situations. It happens when an unexpected expense arises and it's just before payday. At Check Into Cash, you write us a personal check and you get the cash you need instantly. We'll hold your check up to 14 days. You can be in and out within minutes. The next time you need quick cash for whatever reason, go to Check Into Cash. It's quick, easy, and confidential.
Call toll-free 1-877-262-CASH for a Check Into Cash store near you. The employees of Duracell's 3 area facilities would like to give hearty congratulations to our 3 area high schools for excellence in academics and athletics: Charleston High School, Cleveland High School, and Bradley Central High School. Keep up the good work, students. We are proud of you. From your local Duracell facilities, Mouse Creek, Tasso, and the Corporate Distribution Center and Warehouse. At Duracell, our people are our energy.
There's a place I know you heard of where the cooking's fresh and fine.
Wake up to America's best tasting biscuits. Hardee's made from scratch. America's favorite.
'Cause there ain't no match when it's made from scratch. Won't you listen to what I say?
2 Hardee's bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits for just $2. 2 for $2 now.
Waking up the USA. Hello, Hardee's. You're taking care of breakfast today.
I still say that guy is a punk.
Which football should we use today?
This one. This one's a good
Which one
one.
do you think Leon wants?
It's got more air in it.
This one goes farther on the punts.
It does.
Goes farther on the punts.
And we
the
can
good thing
kick
about
off.
it, you can punt the ball in practice, you
Yeah.
know. I've seen Blake Morris punt him 50 yards.
Yeah,
All right, you
okay.
punt it 50 yards in practice, the ball lands, the ball comes back to you. You don't go pick it up.
Okay, you just call it.
Just go, hey, ball.
Come in, it comes right back. You're right.
Well,
That's
hey,
a
we're
good
going
point.
right
Very
to
good
some
point.
Truett
Very,
and
very good point.
soccer. Truett,
Sock who?
middle school.
Soccer?
Soccer. Middle school
Right in the
soccer.
face.
Truett. Come on, ball. There they are. And Maytag again stepping up for SportsVision. And also the coaches' shows remains to be seen later. They'll be on there. And here we go with the little Truett soccer. We were out there taping a little bit of 7A football. And we got the gals playing here. And they work hard. And they're looking good. Running through some drills. Taking the ball to the goal. And there it is. There's the coach. Instructions. And now while we were there was that fall softball, just like we saw with the Cleveland girls a little bit ago. And a little instruction working here. Truett girls, fine softball team, middle school, and we're just showing you a little bit, not a lot of rhyme or reason to this, folks, but hey, these girls are out working hard. We want you to know they're there, get their faces on TV, or their numbers on their backs on TV, I guess. But
They are hard workers, though, I'll tell you. It's softball, girls softball is a big sport now.
it is, and I just had a couple signings, and I'm not sure, but I know Brandy Owenby just signed, and Weaver just signed. I mean, Brandy was a great player for Cleveland. I believe we had her as one of the athletes of the week. So this softball is getting some of these gals some education.
Same thing with the girls soccer, which also runs fall concurrently with
Why am I
football.
leaning to that?
I don't know. Why do you keep
Not
leaning
that
over in
sexy. I don't know.
MySpace?
Here, you
This is
take-
MySpace,
This
pal.
is a scarf. Makes
This
me
is
feel
my-
like rich on Survivor. Excuse me, I don't mean that at all. Rich.
Ooh,
I would
Mike,
never voted for
maybe,
Rich just because.
Maybe I need to scoot
because
over.
I would never have voted for Rich. Rudy was my man. Rudy was
like
my
Rudy?
man. You know why? Because Rudy was a man's man. Rudy was just like, well, he told it like it was. He didn't worry about what people thought. He didn't worry about being PC, politically
I
correct.
think any of them that quit are wimps. I'd have stayed to the end.
Yeah, but they didn't quit. There's no quitting, Joe.
Well, you know what I mean. It's
Yeah,
just
you had to be voted on or off.
That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
the ones that just weren't out, that were put out, well, those are wimps.
Well,
Why wouldn't you stay on the show?
I know somebody that's not wimps.
Who?
First day of pads, Bradley Junior football. I think you have someone out there that you're interested in.
I do. I really do.
And we have a lot of kids out there that we know quite well. We've got Grayson Elmore, Matthew Palo.
Matthew Palo's
Matthew
out there.
Palo, little
Andy
Morris,
Morris.
Ryan
Ryan
Frazier.
Frazier.
Next year, additional T-Bone Cragen's going to be out there.
Yes, sir.
And these kids are out there first.
LeBron
day in pads.
Castlin. We can't forget
Castlin.
LeBron, buddy. Big star.
We're not
like
trying
that.
to leave anybody out there. Some great hitters out there.
Yeah.
Those are just off the cuff. I know there's a bunch
And
of
Coach
players
Buckner,
out there.
Coach Snyder doing a wonderful job with his 7th grade
With
team,
help
folks.
from Coach Swafford
Coach
overseeing the
Swafford's
whole
group.
picture
Yes, sir.
there. And
Yes, sir.
you notice Santec, ladies and gentlemen. We gave you a great story on Santec a few weeks back, saving Boys Club football. Well, guess what? They're helping us out here on the SportsVision show, so we're going to put Santec, who deserves all kinds of notoriety for what they did, while we're watching Bradley Jr. practice here. And there it is. And, you know, Santec is instrumental.
I do know Santec.
Instrumental in the Boys Club.
I know his wife, Pam Tech.
Pam Tech. Cheryl Dunson out there, great lady. She's the one that helped get that donation
Yes.
rolling through D. Gary Davis.
Yes.
Called him G
Our
a few
county
times.
executive.
And
Gee, Wally Davis.
Mr. Kaler and Mr. Higgins, great people at Santec.
Yeah.
We're trying to give them some attention because they gave the boys club football a lot of attention. Put a little logo there on them for Bradley.
You know what? I do not think, really and truly, I really don't think the folks at Santec really understand the amount of appreciation the folks here in Cleveland have because of what they've done.
That's
because
right.
the boys club football has been a staple for years.
And that was worth every penny to them as far as what everybody feels about them, because they are worth $1 million bucks for that $4,000 donation. Ben, we're going to pass it right on to the boys club because Cheryl likes those people. Here we go. Boys club football practice. This is 13-14. I think in a moment you're going to see, or 12-13 traveling club. Excuse me, they changed ages there. Big Rod Davis going to come in the picture.
That's my boy right there. I like old Rod Davis.
Rod, he's instructing those kids.
We coached together years ago.
He's done it a long time. As Santec logo stands nearby, the SportsVision logo, boys club football practice. We're going to have some serious stuff here in a few weeks. When the games get going, we'll have scores, we'll have highlights, we'll have yards, we'll have everything these kids are doing right now. They're just preparing, and we're showing all that. We're going to get on to the little teeny slice of the 9-10. Camera ran out. My wife, Denise, is on there all the time.
13.
Going and getting this stuff.
That's a picture
and
of the sky.
See, there it is. See, we're getting her going over there to the 9-10. She fell, and there she is. She rebounded, and she's on the 9-10.
So this is the same team. They just shrunk down a little bit.
But look at these kids work. Look at these dads give their time. And not always dads. Some people just love to do this.
Yep.
And they're out there, just community volunteers. But look at these guys go. And Santec, those kids wouldn't be doing that right this moment without your help.
Yep,
and that is very much appreciated.
And those kids right there are the up-and-coming Bradley, Cleveland, and Charleston, or should I say Walker Valley football players in years to come. This is where they start. This is where they get their experience, their knowledge. They learn fundamentals, and they move on in their careers.
Build up all that male testosterone to make them mean.
There you go. Go on. You got to yell a little bit out there, guys.
Spit, snot.
I can tell you how to do that.
Grunt. Hit. Make a little noise. Do a little dance. There we go.
Get down tonight.
Blocking
Get
technique.
down tonight.
All right.
We got a bump.
We got a bump.
So you know what?
We're going
to these wonderful people that pay for the show.
There's lots of people pay for the shows. Well, I'll tell you what, how about let's use this guy for a change. Little Bob Cash. We know who he is, and we just showed that commercial earlier. Bob Cash associated with Alan Jones.
I like to call him
Sandra
Robert
Brolin,
Cash.
Scoggins over there, Becca over there. You see, Becca's another name.
Scoggins,
Steve.
I say Steve.
Mr. Steve.
Yeah.
Here we go.
The guy that called in a vote for this guy. His family, his wife.
Yeah, worked the commercial. You didn't win.
I won. I am the
someday.
man.
Commercial. All right, we need to know where we are on time so we know if we can run.
Factory Warehouse, where the time-saving, money-saving, sanity-saving store.
Wash away your blues today at Appliance Factory Warehouse. Now is the time to take advantage of the best selection of Whirlpool washers and dryers ever. Whirlpool appliances, known for great quality, are priced to go at Appliance Factory Warehouse. Come in today and see the new energy-efficient Whirlpool product line. Ask about special financing designed to fit your needs.
Appliance Factory Warehouse, where the time-saving, money-saving, sanity-saving store.
USA Mortgage is family-owned and operated and has been in business for 14 years. Over the years, USA Mortgage has helped thousands of people achieve their dreams of owning a home in the Cleveland area. USA Mortgage offers a program for just about any situation. USA Mortgage offers FHA, VA, and conventional loans, and also has great loans for self-employed borrowers and no down payment loans along with other unusual programs. USA Mortgage, located in the Colony Square on Keith Street. Phone 478-3115.
guess I'll sit in the front of the tube again tonight. I'd love to take the family out. I just can't afford it before payday.
Bring them to my place. I'm having some friends over to grill out.
How can you afford that before payday?
Every day is payday at Check Advance of Tennessee. It's easy. Just write them a check. You get paid today. They'll hold your check till next payday.
I just called Check Advance of Tennessee. Tomorrow night, the party's at my house.
Demands on time are ever increasing. That's why over 2 years ago, First Citizens was the first to offer extended business hours. Enjoy drive-through convenience 7:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. weekdays at our Farmland Corners main office and Inman locations, with full-service banking 9 a.m. to 12 noon on Saturdays. While some things change, meeting the needs of our community will always be our reason for being. The bank, First Citizens Bank, working harder to make your life easier. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
We looked pretty good as kids there.
Yeah, we're studs. We're studs.
Studs when we were kids.
You know, I'm gonna cover that bump so nobody's gonna understand what this means.
They've seen it before.
They've seen it before. The part where we went to kids, it's not there no more.
No.
Don't worry about it.
Scott.
All right, hey, listen, we've got some great action because what happened Friday night? Did the two playing Cleveland teams, and the other one was practicing, but they'll do the same thing, but did the two playing Cleveland teams, did they just whip the snot right out of who it was that they were playing?
Let me tell you some little secret about Bradley Central. Coach Bill Price in the alumni meeting the other night, I was talking to Alan Morris. He said to Coach Price, the coaches there were talking about how Coach Price wanted to score 100 points, and they said, Coach, if we try to do that, we're going to look like we're running up the score.
And obviously they didn't, because second half.
He said, I don't want to run up the score. I just want to know what it feels like to score 100 points, which they almost did. 78 to 20.
We 78 to 20, and Cleveland 28-14.
28-14, double the score of the Owls.
The Owls. Hey, listen, we are going to,
speaking of Cleveland,
voice that over right now. We're going to go Bradley, Cleveland. Let's look at the two weapons. Here we are, the Raiders coming out onto the field.
Coming out onto
notice
the
how my voice
Sunshine
went with the music.
Tennessee.
And there's Coach Leon Brown, and I will personally call him Coach, as Jared Gaston hands the ball off to none other than the Bull, Tyrese Warren.
That was going to do this too, but only one person can do it at a time.
There you are. Well, as soon as you get the next touchdown, we'll trade off.
This one then, Michael.
Here is the defense as the Ottawa quarterback rolls back, but no, it is picked by number 16 of the Raiders, and he runs for about 20-yard return and off to a pass picked. Jared Gaston picked. I don't like that part.
Oh. We are talking like the football man that we are, as the ball is passed down the field in the sunshine on this particular day with the ambulance in the background. You see them twirling their machine guns back behind there as well.
Ottawa scores Patrick Flanagan, the all-area great.
Flanagan?
Coach Brown says, what the heck is going on? Let's get something done. Here comes Tyrese Warren around the left end as people are wondering what we're doing.
I think we're wondering what we're doing. Tyrese Warren looks a lot like Rob Day.
Brandon Fields, it was a scare for the Raiders as the Raider extraordinaire goes to the ground, but he would soon come in. However, Jared Gaston at the helm would take no for an answer as he scores. Number 2 puts up 6, and there's Brandon Fields, not feeling so well, little bit of a knee injury, but he would return. Meanwhile, Flanagan for the Ottawa Owls outraces many people as he gets down near the goal line.
Your voice changed for a minute there. You know, it's almost impossible not to say Green Bay when you say this. As we went through, I think we ought to change the voice
a little bit like this right here, like we're on helium. And then talk about how Flanagan again scores and runs the ball in as the Ottawa Owls celebrate right there. And there's a fumble. And there's the ball falling on right there by Cleveland. See, number 5. That is Key Moore. Beyonce.
not going to fit. And Markel Ellison scores for the Blue Raiders. Great run there.
Yeah, buddy.
He's saying, hey, pump it up. And back
pump it up
goes Ottawa, and it's broken up and in your face, and everybody's pumped for the Raiders as they are about to put the final hurt on the Ottawa Owls. And here it is, a draw. Jared Gaston goes back and decides to run the ball up the middle. Gaston for 6, and the Raiders are going to go on to win as we watch the crowd go wild. 28-14, and 3.5 hours away in Johnson City, Tennessee, where Science Hill Hilltoppers took on the Bradley Bears, and number Blake Morris goes down.
See, I think that guy, when he does it, he knows the number.
I know the number.
Who is it? What is it?
Again, Blake Morris takes off down the sideline, sprints for a first half yardage total of 315 yards, and touchdown there. And once again, it is Blake Morris, the college prospect being looked at by the likes of Alabama, Tennessee, Florida. All these colleges are checking out Blake Morris, and deservedly so.
And that's exactly what that man would say as he talks about, we have to say, the frozen tundra of Science Hill Hilltoppers Field, as the Bradley Central Bears put a frozen tundra on the Hilltoppers as they beat them by a score of 78 frozen tundra to 20. As the Central Bears from Bradley take the frozen tundra down the field and score for another frozen tundra.
Look at that block by Jerry Kramer, followed by Bart. Oh, wait a minute, that's Alan
Followed by Kramer from Seinfeld.
And here we go, it's Blake Morris once again, streaking into the open all by himself.
He's down to the 10-5, touchdown Bradley.
And the whipping just kept right on going as the Bradley Bears.
That guy would never say whipping.
They thrash. There it is, 71-13.
Toppers, yeah, right.
And hey, now we got to get back to our normal voices.
Normal voices to the Superior Sporting and Scoreboard High School Football.
School football report, Superior Sports. How do you do that?
Huh? You got to suck the helium.
The Bears 78-20 over Science Hill. My goodness, what a thrashing, not a whipping.
Exactly. And anybody named Hilltoppers should get beat 78-20. I'm sorry.
And Blake Morris, 9 carries, 315 yards. Cleveland as well.
That was in the first half. I think he finished with like 364, 65 yards.
No, he had 315 total. He carried 1 carry in the second half.
I don't know.
It was minimal, so it was all in the first half.
No, it was more than that.
Cleveland 28, Ottawa 14, Ty Reese Warren 14 carries, 142 yards. Jared Gaston, Melanie and Terry say, hey, would it go, son? 8 carries, 71 yards. And Brother Clark says, one day I'll be doing the same thing. And here we go, right back to us, and what a great weekend.
And this weekend is going to be just as great. Why? Because the Bradley Central Bears play Clinton, and without Al Gore, and we can pound him now because he's getting out of office in November.
Well, that's because we really know what's happening, and he tells the truth.
Exactly. And Monica Lewinsky will not be there.
Exactly.
And then Cleveland is off this week. No, of course not. Cleveland is off this week. And the Charleston Panthers will take on the Wildcats from Polk County in a ball game in Charleston, which is really our only home game because Bradley has to travel to Clinton. You know, Bradley has 3 traveling games the first 3.
Anyway, we will have 3 wins in
Just pass that right up. 3 traveling games.
3 traveling games and 3 wins in the Bush. George W. Here we go. On to commercial.
1906, Cleveland Bank and Trust has helped many people like Kay Jenkins build and purchase homes in our community. Our experienced mortgage specialists offer the most competitive interest rates available and a wide range of mortgage options. Whether you're buying a new home or refinancing an existing mortgage, Cleveland Bank and Trust helps you fulfill your dreams of home sweet home. Cleveland Bank and Trust is part of your life, all day, every day. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The next time your family stops at a friendly Mr. Zip Phillips 66, the performance company, and fills up with super clean unleaded gasoline and purchases a Slush Puppy drink, you'll receive a Mr. Zip Kids Fun Bag. Start saving paw prints found on the delicious Slush Puppy drink cups and redeem them for great prizes. Remember to ask for your Mr. Zip Kids Fun Bag with your gas and Slush Puppy purchase. Monthly giveaways, no purchase necessary. Watch, listen, enter, and win. Mr. Zip, where everyone wears a smile.
Quality Machining Services, located in Cleveland, services our local industries and businesses. Quality Machining employs skilled craftsmen. That is the key to Quality Machining's operation. Get your plant back up and running as quickly as possible with Quality Machining Services. You can count on quality because quality counts. Phone 472-0140.
Now, $2 buys 2 great tasting sandwiches at Hardee's. 2 new buffalo chicken sandwiches, the taste of fiery buffalo sauce and Cool Ranch on a spicy chicken filet. Or 2 super satisfying roast beef sandwiches, oven roasted and freshly sliced. Hardee's 2 for $2 special. Get it now.
It's happening at Hardee's.
Glad we're taking those bumps out because I'm tired of seeing this Tyson, listen to me, Tennessee Titans thing. Tyson.
Careful what you say, because what if we don't have time and they're in there? Then you look even worse.
No, well, that's all right.
We do our best to make you look.
We'll get it at it.
Actually,
we'll get it.
Do our best to make.
Or close your eyes when you see that little bump.
Hey, listen. This is a pretty obvious choice this week. There's always usually several candidates, but I don't know if we got more than just one maybe this week. When you take a look at what happened in all sports around, and you got a guy that carries the ball 315 yards in basically one half of play. Also did some awesome things on the defensive end, punting. The guy's being looked at by a lot of colleges.
Lots of speed.
Lots of speed. Needs to be recognized. Well, he will be recognized a lot. And it is Mr. Bradley Bear, Blake Morris. And let's see what he had to say. We awarded him with our check into cash. Athlete of the week.
His hat.
Okay, and we'd like to thank once again Check into Cash for sponsoring the Athlete of the Week section. We would like to thank Tommy Caldwell over Cooper's Trophies and Plaques for providing the nice plaques. And our Athlete of the Week this week is standing next to me. It's Blake Morris. Blake had, as you well know by now, an outstanding football game against Science Hill this last week. We're going to recognize him for that. 9 carries, I believe it was, 314 yards, and I don't think you touched the ball in the second half. So quite a performance there, Blake. Can you tell me a little bit about what was going on there?
The line just opened huge holes. Anybody could have ran through there pretty much, and I just got the call, it seems. So I just ran the ball one time in the second half, and any other time I didn't really have to touch the ball because of the line. They just killed everybody. And I guess I was just fortunate enough to run through there.
Well, you can't pile it on, and Coach Price, I'm sure if he could have left Blake in, there would have been an unbelievable amount of yardage there, but 314 and 9 carries is something else. And as Bradley took care of Science Hill this past weekend, 78-20. Blake is being looked at by several colleges for football and maybe some track. I don't know basketball, but the football anyway, we know he's got some colleges looking at him. Can you tell us any information there, Blake, or maybe some people you may be talking to, because you're about finished here, and I know this is an important year for you here.
Yeah, it's very important, and the Lord's put me in a good position right now, to just, I guess with the publicity, he's blessed me in so many ways, and he's blessed me with different colleges looking at me, and it's great because I won't have to pay, but I guess Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama, Auburn, and Florida right now are probably the ones that are coming at me the most.
Pretty named schools there, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, that's a list of who's who in college athletics, so that's a very impressive record. Those people taking a look at Blake. Blake not only plays football, as I mentioned, he's a basketball player on Bradley's fine basketball team last year, second in the state, runner-up, great performance. He's back on that team. Also was a high jump region champion here, and Blake, about the other two sports, kind of tell us a little bit about what those sports, do you plan on doing any of those further on? Or?
I'm going to run track, most definitely. Basketball, I'm not sure, because I've had ankle problems, and when I get a scholarship, I don't want to risk hurting my ankle worse than it already is. So basketball's questionable, but I'm going to run track. So.
Well, an outstanding athlete, Blake. Can you tell us, you know, maybe your father, maybe you want to coach down the line somewhere in your history, but who probably was the most influential on you as far as, you know, making you excel the way you do in both? And I understand you're a great student in the classroom also, so who would you say you'd credit most for that?
Probably Coach Price and my dad. You know, Coach Price has really pushed me to be the best I can since I've been up here. But at home, you know, my dad's really supported me, and he hasn't pushed me to do anything like living dreams through himself. You know, it's just he's been behind me 100%. So.
And for those of you who don't know, those that follow Bradley football do, but Blake is also an outstanding punter. I think he led the entire region here, if not the state, last year. It's somewhere close to 50 yards a punt. That is a pretty unbelievable average. Is that something you're thinking about doing in college, or are you going to want to play a position?
It would be nice just to go out and punt to get my college, but I want to hit somebody, so I'll probably go after something else. But
and it's a little more fun running the football. Well, I got to say this, Lee Jackson, I'm going to mention his name. He was in there as we were getting ready to interview Blake, and he said, the backs get all the glory. Well, Blake was quick to point out, and we will too, that those linemen at the Bradley football game did a great job opening up the holes, and Blake would be the first to say that. But you got to have Lee, you got to have a guy that can hit the hole too. Now, Lee can make one. I don't know if he could hit one, but we'll kid him a little bit here on television. Well, great performance, and we're going to award you here with a SportsVision Athlete of the Week plaque made by Tommy Caldwell at Cooper's, and we thank him for that. And this is also a SportsVision Athlete of the Week hat given to only athletes of the week, and Check Into Cash is responsible for bringing this segment to you. And again, congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks, SportsVision, for making me Athlete of the Week.
How about that? No coaching on that line. All right, Blake, thanks a lot.
And again, now talking about the size of Blake Morris there, he's a big man.
He's a big guy, and the college scouts are licking their chops because they know that not only is he, 6'2" and 205, 210, something like that, he can run like the wind. And the colleges, they'll put another 15, 20 on him. And
well, you standing there next to him, he makes you look about as tall as Brad Scoggins.
Well, I'm 5'11", 195, and you know, if I did look like Brad Scoggins, and that's
well, Brad. See, there's a little difference. Now, there's only 2 foot difference there because I think Brad is like what? He's like 3'11".
And Brad looks like
3'11", what is he? 190.
Brad looks like the mayor of Munchkinland, whereas I look like Cleveland's #1 hunk. Okay,
that's what I was thinking.
Speaking of hunks, right here is a hunk and a half. The ball. This is our ball. Everybody knows our ball, Fajita. Some refer to her as a dog. We've used it
not a dog.
And I'll tell you what.
That is not a dog, trust me.
This ball is not only a great ball, this ball is also a BMX, which means Bike Master Extraordinaire. And Davey Holt, Joe and I showed the little guy what's going on. And I think I showed Joe what's going on when it comes to bike racing.
You guys just took off before I was ready.
Let's take a look.
I was still tying my shoe.
They don't know I'm going to win this race. I've got my own bike. Let me down. I want to ride my own bike. Let me go.
One of the ultimate challenges, Joe. You and I, of course, we got Davey here, who's supposed to be somewhat of an expert, intermediate class biker.
No,
I tell you, BMX,
no match for us.
He's no match for us. I've already test-driven the course. I know that I can handle it. Joe hasn't test-driven it yet.
How do you know I haven't? I was out here last night with the lights on.
But I
brought my secret weapon here.
Gonna have her in a backpack in the back. She's gonna ride along, or we might try to put her in a race. We got this little teeny bicycle. Where's that other bicycle, baby? Bring that over and let's go show him Fajita's bicycle while Joe and I talk to him. Hey, listen.
Let me tell you what. Now you got the insurance paid up, right?
I got the insurance paid up.
Because just in case, I don't want the kid to get hurt. hurt.
Yeah, well, I'm going to smoke you. I've already test driven.
Come on,
I'm going to
pal.
smoke you.
How do you know I haven't been test driving this thing?
Scan up and down here. I've got my BMX stuff on. Look at
BMX.
I got my bike, bike, BMX, bikes. I got my bike knee pads on.
Right.
I got my orange socks on. And I got, more importantly, my uncle's helmet.
Right, Uncle Curly.
Uncle Curly.
Boy, that looks like that fits like a glove.
Uncle Curly's helmet.
Look at that. You need to cut some of those golden
There we go.
there, maybe it'll fit.
Now, tell me.
I'm dolphined out because the best team in the NFL is also the best team in BMX racing.
Who is the BMX man? Right here.
Right here, pal. Bullet head.
Okay, we got Fajita's bike.
There's Fajita's bike.
on the bike. Come here.
Right.
Little wheels.
Fajita.
Fajita
Get
right
ready,
there.
babe.
Right there.
Look at that.
There we go.
Hey, look at her. She's going.
Fajita's bike.
Yeah, she's going. She's a cruising. Here we go, announcing our contestants. There's Fajita, Jumpin' Joe Palo. And another contestant is Mike Cragun. Sit down, pal. And then Davey, the man, Holt.
On your mark, get set, go!
Wait a minute, I That ain't gonna stop me.
You guys are pathetic. I could give you half a try.
Listen here, young man, how old are you again?
12.
And you're giving experienced adults like us that kind of static?
Experience?
Speak for yourself, pal.
I'm telling you what. All right, what kind of a lead you gonna give us?
Maybe right there, and I'll start up there. How about
So we're gonna start there.
Yeah.
And you're gonna start up there and still come around. Hey, where are we starting now? We're going right there. We're halfway through. Let's do it. Hey, the kid's got a mouth on it. Let's make it.
You got $5 up for it?
$5?
$5.
All right, dude. Get your stuff on. This is gonna be good.
Better be ready.
I got a plan.
It's the easiest $5 we ever made.
All right, now when he gets up between us, you and I are gonna pinch together. Pinch together. Cut him off.
Make him go flying off the bike.
Well, I don't even care about that. I don't care if he's supposed to be experienced. We're just gonna win the race. We don't lose. I don't care how old he is.
You know what else I'm thinking?
Gotta win.
I got another secret up my sleeve.
What?
He's gonna let us start over there?
Yeah. All right, watch. Okay. Oh. Mike! Suck it!
I'm winning! Yeehaw! I won!
Hurry up, Joe! Here he comes! Hurry up! Hurry up! Cheating!
You knocked me over!
You alright?
Where's the judge?
Get over here!
Umpire, referee!
Time out!
There ain't no time out.
Nothing!
Offense! Knock us over! That's a bunch of bull!
Umpire, referee!
Davey, that ain't fair!
You're cheating, buddy!
Cheating, Davey!
You kicked us over there. Knock us over. We were trying to race.
I've been smashing into my whole race.
Smash this
I
in
ain't
the
counting that as a
back.
win.
Holy smokes! Fajita! We got beat by a dog.
That's bad.
Oh, man.
There goes your $5, Davey. Yes, sir. What do you think is wrong with him?
I'm not sure. I think we'll find out.
Golly. What's the matter, Joe? Shoot us.
What the? What's going on in there?
Woo! There it is.
Said I got a sucker.
Put that sucker right up through there.
Mike.
Saying, wait a minute, I got
You can have
the
fuzz all over
sucker
it.
in my hand, and there's fuzz on it, and I had it in my mouth, and stuck fuzz all over it.
There you go.
And stuck it back in my mouth.
There, now.
All right, look at all the sports.
You got a picture?
You got that rolling.
Ow. Ow. You're watching SportsVision on WTNB.
I got an idea. You got an idea? There you go. Ready? Oh, no. My gosh, you cheated.
Great sports of the Davey, Holt, and Alan Holt.
She got it again.
She cheats
We're
all the time,
We're going to go
Mike.
back out and play some real football.
That's why, Fita, wait till I
Fajita,
get you home.
The punting game is back in.
Wait till I get you home.
We were going to go beat
Remember
Davey.
the trick with the pillowcase?
We had it set up to beat Davey and Fajita. All you people out there love
Fajita's back in the
Fajita.
pillowcase.
That's all I hear about Fajita. I'm going to wrap her in. This is going to be her little checkered flag.
She may be the winner now, but when she gets
the
home,
BMX. But I tell you what,
she's a loser.
Everyone I talk to loves this dog, and why? The dog, actually, I hate to admit it, Joe, but it's probably more athletic than you and I.
No, we can't. We have to admit that. But look at the. Well, you know why? Look, you got to look here. Look at the muscle structure. Muscle structure in her arm.
Joe, did you visit a little arm rest before you got here?
See the muscle structure?
Muscle structure.
Look, see the chest.
I see that.
The bulging of the chest.
I see that.
Look here. Look at the hamstrings right here. Look at that. Look at the inside here. This dog is very athletic.
This dog could be on Survivor.
That dog is a survivor.
And let me tell you something. Have you been watching Survivor?
No, I cannot say that I have.
Well,
I'm one of the many that
It is the biggest hit around, and Survivor has been a show where.
You mean the band?
Yeah, you know.
Eye of the Tiger. It's
No. They come in. They come in and they be, like they're voting people on and off the show. And we already talked about the guy that won, which we're not sure that we agreed with that. But we would rather had Rudy win or even Kelly, that other girl that was in on. Well, Survivor.
Rudy got to play for Notre Dame. That's another.
But Survivor had a tribunal of 7 people that decided.
Tribunal?
Yeah, they were voting on who should be the winner, $1 million winner.
Right.
Basically, even though they were voting against each week, they're voting on who should be the $1 million winner in Survivor. Well, Survivor, they had a little 7-person tribunal, and you saw that. You saw that. Well, on the vote that we had last week, there might have been one survivor out of there that you're not aware of, because there was another little tribunal.
Was there really?
There was another little tribunal of about 7 that were sitting here thinking, well, now, if I were to vote seriously on Cleveland's hunkiest,
now, see, you wanted to set me up for this.
No, you got me.
All
You started it.
The fact of the matter is, I got a call.
You got me.
You know what this sounds like to me?
You got me.
Sour grapes.
You got me. You heard what he did. He tried to dog me. Well,
sour grapes.
We
Go
went
ahead.
out.
Go ahead,
went
pal.
out, and the real. We had this little survival tribunal came on.
That's good. Go ahead. Give it your best shot. All the props he needs. Look at all this stuff. Look at all the stuff he needs. Yeah, keep your little scarf.
Roll a little clip
Go ahead.
of Cleveland's sexiest hunk, and who really won and should win.
And so I'm voting for a man. My vote is for Mike. He is the man of the 2.
And he's just the man, and he's the it's the R-star and the man. That's all I have to say.
My vote is for Mike. He's the man. I've seen him with his shirt off, and he is so awesome. He's incredible. Joe, with all that flab on him, he'll run everybody out of town. Whole town will be deserted. So my vote's for Mike. You go, you big hunk. You the man.
I'm voting for Mike.
because he's the best looking hunk in Cleveland. Now, Joe is a dog.
Voting for Mike because Mike is hot. Mike is a hunk. He is the biggest hunk in Cleveland. Joe does not even compare to Mike. I don't even have any idea who Joe is. I mean, who is Joe? Anyways, I'm voting for Mike. You go, Mike.
She didn't form an alliance like Joe did to get his votes. I vote for Mike because he believes in working out, and anyone who believes in working out faithfully deserves a good vote.
You think that's pretty funny, huh? Let me tell you something, folks. The Tiki Torch, that's his backyard. All those people are like his neighbors and friends. When you got to put people up to do that, that tells you the way it really is. The bottom line is, I got the call, he didn't, and it's sour grapes. He can't handle it, as you see. I was unaware of that, but that's okay. That's all right. When you got to set people up to call and put little pieces of paper in a little
those people are all well known, respectable.
That shows you I am the man, people. Have always been.
Rusty Smith's people.
And the woman that called in voting for me, I thank you very much. I thank you very much for calling in to prove to everyone. See, he's got to even try and steal camera time. I can just sit back here and be the hunk because I'm confident in myself, and that's just the way it is. Very confident in myself and what I can do and who I am. And I don't need to have any props or any kind of people coming in my backyard and deciding for me what the votes are going to be. I just do it on my own. It's my own, on my own accord. My own good looks, my own perfect hair, my own great suits. I'm the man, always have been, always will be. You can go on, Cragen. Go see if you can get more people to put in phony letters in a little box in your backyard. See what I care. Yeah, Tiki Torch. That's just Tiki Torch. They keep the mosquitoes away when they have their parties in their backyard, as those people were apparently at. But we all know who the real guy is, and we'll just leave it at that. Those of you out there that know with me, we'll keep it our own little secret. We'll let him think what he will. But in any case, what a great show. What a great life. I love my life. I love this show. I love you. And we'll be back next week.
On the catwalk, yeah, on the catwalk, on the catwalk, yeah, I shake my little tush on the catwalk.
Walks of life have discovered that Check Into Cash offers a simple solution to one of life's most difficult situations. It happens when an unexpected expense arises and it's just before payday. At Check Into Cash, you write us a personal check and you get the cash you need instantly. We'll hold your check up to 14 days. You can be in and out within minutes. The next time you need quick cash for whatever reason, go to Check Into Cash. It's quick, easy, and confidential.
Call toll-free 1-877-262-CASH for a Check Into Cash store near you.
The employees of Duracell's 3 area facilities would like to give hearty congratulations to our 3 area high schools for excellence in academics and athletics: Charleston High School, Cleveland High School, and Bradley Central High School. Keep up the good work, students. We are proud of you. From your local Duracell facilities, Mouse Creek, Tasso, and the Corporate Distribution Center and Warehouse. At Duracell, our people are our energy.
Wake up to America's best tasting biscuits. Hardee's made from scratch. America's favorite.
Cause there ain't no match when it's made from scratch. Won't you listen to what I say?
2 Hardee's bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits for just $2. 2 for $2 now.
Waking up the USA. Hello, Hardee's. You're taking care of breakfast today.
Appliance Factory Warehouse, where the time-saving, money-saving, sanity-saving store.
Wash away your blues today at Appliance Factory Warehouse. Now is the time to take advantage of the best selection of Whirlpool washers and dryers ever. Whirlpool appliances, known for great quality, are priced to go at Appliance Factory Warehouse. Come in today and see the new energy-efficient Whirlpool product line. Ask about special financing designed to fit your needs.
Appliance Factory Warehouse, where the time-saving, money-saving, sanity